Hello friends. Welcome once again to Crochet and More. I'm going to show you how to knit this damn hairband. So if you would like to see it, how to knit well, then join me from beginning to end to watch this video. Let's see how much it weighs. This hairband weighs only 49g 50g. So we are off to work. For this project I am going to knit it with a crochet. 6.5mm is a number 5. And the supplier recommends use it with a 6.5 crochet. Which is the one I will use. Is this type of material. Is a thin material. Only it has a little bit of fringe. Is this type of material. If you don't have it near your home, don't worry about it. You can use any material that you have close to home and always the most important friends that fits your nurse's needs. I am going to start. Secure my first stitch. And I'm going to start by weaving chain stitches 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 10 11 12 and so on until the is obtained of the little person to whom we are going to knit it. In total I have left 60 chain stitches so far. Now I'm going to bring it a little closer. And I'm going to make one more chain stitch. I'm going to move on to the chain stitch above. EU. Single stitch chain stitch anterior. Step in you single stitch. Next. Single stitch. Next we are going to play. Here you can see the chain stitches. But I can also play where chain stitches are formed, single stitch. Or next stitch. Single stitch next. Single stitch and I will continue to weave like this. One single stitch for each space. Until the end of my entire round. Here I have the following. If you notice here you can see the chain stitch space. Once we have finished the single stitch round, I am going to make 2 chain stitches. I turn and start knitting. In the first stitch, which is this, I will not knit it. I'm going to stop by to the stitch that follows why the first stitch is not woven. Because it is the equivalent of these 2 chain stitches and look at. I have already passed the next stitch. You a double crochet. Next stitch. Double crochet. I'm going to take out a little bit of material. Next stitch, look here you can see it. The chain stitches, yes, here I pass. Double crochet. Point 1 2 3 and the one formed with the chain stitches would be 4. Look for 5. 6. Here I have the following chain stitch, look. 7 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16, 17, 18 are going to be 25 en total. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 stitches. High in total. Yes, now I will continue but with single stitch. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7. 8, 9. 10th. And I will complete 25 double crochets that are already from the end. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5. And so I will complete those 25 stitches. Once you have finished those 25 double crochets, I am going to upload 2 chain stitches. I turn this first space. This one you see here. I will not knit it, because it is the equivalent of my chain stitches. I'm going to move on to the next chain stitch. Look here, you can see the chain stitch. So I pass and you double crochet costs 2. I will knit the same 25 3 4. 5 6. And so on until 25. 7. I already those 25 stitches. I am now going to move on to the next 10. And for 10 stitches we will knit single stitch 1 2. 3 4. 5 6 7. 8 9. And 10. So here in this part 1 I'm going to show you. In this part it will be thin. And this part is going to be wider. Yes, that's what I need to achieve. So that in this part we no longer have to put him a belt or something. We can only leave it at that. And we can add stones. And we decided to decorate it with what we want then. After those 10 stitches, I can now continue weaving a double crochet for each space. That would be again 25 stitches, yes 3. 4 and so on until the end. Then in each round we will leave 25. 10 single stitch. 25 double crochet. And so on until we get the width we need. So I go a little further and come back with you. I show you the third round in double crochet. After the single stitch round. Look how beautiful it is looking. I'm going to do one more round. I show you I have already added one more round. And it already looks a little bit funny, because here it forms like a little heart. I will continue to weave. I've already knit one more round, and what do you think? I think there is still a little bit more to go, right friends? Measure it at home. How many rounds are you giving? And how many rounds did it reach? for the needs that I had at home. I want to show you what it looks like now. I have not added the round or the last round yet. I har en, to, tre, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8 and 9 rounds in total. Not counting the first single stitch. Now to finish. I'm going to do a round in single stitch. Throughout this space, yes. Then I make a chain stitch. Tour. And from the first space I will knit single stitch. Next space. Single stitch, next single stitch. Next single stitch. And so I will weave a single stitch for each space, until the entire round is completed. I'm done here. I'm going to show you. Yora, what are we going to do? I recommend you to place the Yes Why button, because I have been supported even if it is tailor-made. Have told me that there are little people who drop their headbands. Then one option is to knit it to you at your level. But remember that the fabric will always give of itself. Then we have the opportunity to place a button. And look what you think. How Luara, I am going to place the button. And I return to show you the final result. Well, here I have already placed the buttons and now I have ready to wear this beautiful hairband. Tiara vincha. Or belt, as it is also known in some places. What do you think? How easy it looks, and so let's go to Varora. Yes. What it looks like on